welcome to beautiful sunny France. We're standing at turn point 1 in Larun, and if you thought it looked a bit miserable at the beach, boy is it miserable here. It's pouring rain, driving wind, and the poor athletes have had 21 kilometers of this. We're waiting for the first one to arrive. It should be Pierre-Remy, followed closely by Leonard Oblak from Team Slovenia. So they've got about 100 meters in altitude to go. And then they will arrive up here, and we will have them sign the sign-in board. And then theoretically they should be going to fly, but they're not going to be flying in this. It's miserable weather. I've got on 3 jackets. I'm cold, I'm wet. I've got really soaking shoes, but I'm dry in comparison to the athletes. They are going to arrive here absolutely soaking wet. So we started at the beach 2 hours ago at 10 o'clock. Well, more than 2 hours now. The athletes have to walk the first section. There's no way they can fly. The idea is that they sign in, go and fly, but that's not going to happen today. They're going to have to walk. We're hoping that the weather improves a little bit. We've just heard that one of the athletes who was in 3rd place, Blose, got lost in the fog because it's thick fog. We've come up the back of the hill from a little village called Bera, and we had to ascend through a lot of hundreds of meters of cloud. So the visibility is getting worse here. It's getting really, I can barely see the people on the edge of the hill. So it's no wonder that athletes are getting lost, because there's no landmarks to follow. You can't see the mast. I'm standing 100 meters away from the masts here. I can't see the tops of them. So the excitement's building. I believe that Pierre-Remy must be on his way. He will come here and sign his name, being the first up here. So, okay, he's nearly here. He's nearly here. So we're waiting for him to actually just make it over the crest of the hill. Obviously we're live, so you'll see him coming. Pierre-Remy is a hot favourite in this race because the next turn point is actually right in front of his house. It's a takeoff, and he actually literally lives just next to it. If he gets there at the right time, he can even sleep at home. So he's got a good home advantage for this race. And if he arrives here first as well, it's well, we'll see. This race is not going to be decided today. It's going to be decided in the next few days when it's actually flyable. Who's going to be in the best position to actually get in the air and do any distance? So today is just a slog, and the rest we'll see. If the weather improves in the middle of the race, then we'll have a really good race on. So if you weren't with us this morning and you haven't been following us on the website at www.x/pyr.com, you might not know that we actually changed the route. Because we knew this was going to happen and there would be terrible weather, we had to change the route to make it slightly shorter, because we didn't want to have the athletes walking, because it's dead boring for you guys at home. So we've changed the route and made it slightly shorter. It's now less than 500 kilometers. We've completely eliminated turn point 5. We've put bigger radiuses around turn point 3 and 4. Here he comes! Here he comes! Pierre-Remy's first. He's just arriving. He's being welcomed by Inigo Redin. Well done. Well done. Pierre's going to sign in first. Well done. Okay. Getting a hug from his kids. And yeah, there. Leonard Oblak, Team Slovenia, was only a metre or 2 behind. Brilliantly done. Well done. Fantastic effort. Okay, they carry on in the direction of where the launch would be, but they're not going to be going to launch. They're going to be hiking. That's what they're going to do. Okay, so the next one we're expecting is Maxime Pinot, the other hot favourite for this race. Twice he's been second, last edition and the edition before. This is his 3rd attempt. So Maxime is flying this super duper new harness. Obviously we're not going to see it demonstrated this afternoon. We were really hoping that he would be taking off and we could, well, and Pierre-Remy as well. Pierre-Remy is also in a new submarine style harness that's super lightweight, only 1.6 kilos, but his is actually commercially available. It's well, they're both certified, obviously, but Maxime's harness, the Moonlight, is only 1.5 kilos, and it's made to measure. It's totally bespoke for him. And I talked to him earlier when I interviewed him at the launch, and it's super comfortable. It's fully faired and with a pod, but you won't see it today, unfortunately. You'll see it hopefully tomorrow. So everybody's sheltering next to me, out of the rain. It's getting quite noisy here. So we're waiting for Maxime Pinot. So it's getting quite noisy here because there's so many people as we're waiting for the next athlete to arrive. So let me give you an update on what's happening with the competition overall. Yesterday we did a rule change. Now this is completely new for this competition. We've never done it before. We decided that after last time when people had to hike for like 70 kilometers on the second day, and it was just, I mean, it caused so many injuries in the pilots, we didn't want to have that again. So what we did was we said if there was bad weather, we would reserve the right to change the route before the competition started. And here it's been, the whole Pyrenees this week has got such an unstable forecast that we just, the forecast was changing every half an hour. So we decided that we would shorten the route. So we've completely eliminated turn point 5, the Val de Treseigneur, and then we've made a bigger turn point around turn point 3 and 4. So that means that the little X that we had is even smaller now, but that's the most flyable part of the race. So we are still going to make them go back, but we've basically eliminated a lot of the northern routes. So we're going south. So they have to go from Monte Perdido straight to Val de Núria. Now they have to avoid some big airspace there. We haven't uncomplicated the route. It's still as complicated as it might have been, except that it's not as long. It's only 500 kilometers instead of 600. So the longest section now is from sorry, I'm getting distracted by all the noise and the people who are crowding around me now. So the longest section now is from Monte Perdido to Val de Núria, 134 kilometers, and then they just have to get from there to the goal at Santa Elena de Rhodes. So I've just been told that the next is Sebastian from Switzerland, and Maxime Pinot, together with Noé Cote. So the three should be arriving together. Sebastian Weber, and he's not from Austria. I've got my countries wrong. Anyway, the three should be arriving together. Now, Noé Cote was 5th last time. He was the youngest in the race. He was only 21 at the time. He's no longer the youngest. The youngest now is Malo Richard. But Noé, last time, was mentored by Crili Maura, and they spent the first... until the last day they were basically together, and when Crili Maura went ahead. But Noé's come on a long way, and I spoke to him yesterday, and he's like really matured, and he's a lovely young man now. And so I'm really pleased that he's coming up in the first 5. We'll see how he's one to watch, definitely. I mean, all the ones that came in the top 10, we've got quite a lot of them here. The thing about Pierre-Remy is that last time he was a rookie in this race, came 3rd overall, and today he's 1st at turn point 1. There's excitement building, people. Here comes Maxime Pinot and Sebastian Weber. So they're being greeted by Íñigo Redín Hello, Maxime. Well done.
On va te mettre le point de chaud, je pense, par au-dessus pour la voile. Celui-là, là. Bon, monsieur, attention.
Okay, and Sebastian Weber. Well done. Well done. You're down here. Fantastic effort. Well done. I don't know what the commotion's about, but there's some commotion. I don't know. You hear? I'm just hearing there's things happening all around me, and I don't know what the noise is. Okay, so we've got 4 at this turn point. So let me just repeat who they are. We've had Pierre-Emi first, Leonard Oblak from Slovenia second, Maxime Pinot third, and fourth was Sebastian Weber. So we're waiting for. Oh, here comes a supporter. They, of course, don't have to carry the mandatory equipment, so they're travelling light. I think it makes a big difference to the athletes if they've got a supporter running up with them just to keep their spirits up and keep them motivated. So now we're waiting for Noikot. So unfortunately, the weather is terrible. Right, okay, I can tell you what the commotion is about. They've gone inside and they're having a coffee, probably drying off first. There's no hurry. If it was flyable, they wouldn't be hanging about. They'd just go straight to the takeoff. But now they might as well have a quick rest and a bit of refreshment and a bit of food. So the news is that because of the fog, people are getting a bit disorientated. So the next athlete to come is Noikot. So here's Noikot from Switzerland. Well done. Here. Here, let me help you. Well done. And here we have Lars Meerstetter. Lars, you're there. Yeah. Lars Meerstetter from Switzerland. Jean de Beoli from Belgium. You're yeah, in order. Well done. Just drop it. Careful, careful, careful with the camera. This way. Well done. Come, Stein. Well done. Fantastic effort. Corinne Mondavant from Switzerland. Well done. Excellent. So they're arriving thick and fast now, which is good, because I'm sure they just want to get out of the. Well, just get on with it. I mean, it's not like they can get in a car or anything. They can have a refreshment in the restaurant, but it's a hike and fly race. Whoops! And here's Simon Obergana from Austria, last year 4th place. You're right at the bottom because it's there, Simon Obergana.
Oh, wir sind ganz unten gut, Anna.
Klar.
Fick dich, Tommy.
Well done. And Tommy Friedrich, well done. Davide Sasha, really, very well done.
Where am I?
You are here. Okay.
That's it.
Yep, go that way, please. Hello, well done. Christian Schuck from Germany, supported by his brother. And I think we need a new pen. Necesitamos un nuevo boli. Mira, no funciona ahora. Fila.
Los murillos.
Okay, so we're waiting for the next ones to come. You can see a supporter. Okay, next to come is Nicola. And I'll give you a I'll give you a resume of the order in a minute. Okay, here comes Nicola. Hi there. Oh no! Oh yes, it is. last missed at a supporter. Welcome. So you're done? No? Yeah, Nicola.
Ah, yes.
Good. Thank you. Okay, Nicola, young Swiss. So, okay. So I'll give you a rundown of the order in a minute. First we had Pierre-Remy. Last edition he was third. But next to come is, I called him a legend, he said he was a veteran, 4 times participant, Standamaya. Sorry, if I don't put my foot on the board it's going to blow away. It's that windy up here. And you can probably see the board moving. I'll have to hold it for the next one. It's miserable up here, it really is. It's the worst possible flying conditions. Here's Standamaya, race legend, with his catchphrase. Well done.
Estoy muy contento con...
Standa, you're right up at the bottom. Yes, this is what you came to Spain for. Standa. Oh, and he is Team Canada, Benoit. Well done. You're here.
Yes.
Our first French-Canadian team. You're used to this weather. This way. No, this way. So, the French Canadians have come. I can hear the applause. The next person's coming. No, he's not, because he hasn't got a glider on his back. Oh yes, he has. It's Shane Tai from Australia. Shane, this way. We've got a new pen for you because the other one's run out.
It's blue.
Shane, you're all the way down here. Shane, here.
Oh, yeah. Can I just do the finish one?
You've got another one to go in between, at Valdenuria.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Now where's the takeoff?
There, down there. Sean Tai from Australia. He has actually got the lightest weight pack of all, amazingly enough. It's 5 kilos. Okay, so next is Marcos. And then João from Portugal, our only Portuguese competitor. But Marcos Valto from Austria will be before him. Here he comes. No, he's not. It's João. João's participated before, lives in Spain. Hello, João! Let me help you here.
It's cold, man.
I know.
I'm freezing.
I'm cold and I'm just standing here. Right, here.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well done.
Like that.
Well done. Okay. So that was João Veiga from Portugal, but lives in Spain. And here comes Marcos Valto. Austrian. Well done. So, Marcos, you're
Yeah.
down here.
Ah, done.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Well done. That way. So there's not much of an audience here. Normally, we would have the whole hill full, but it's such miserable weather. There's very few tourists here. So a few hardcore fans of the race, mostly pilots who wanted to come and congratulate people. So the next tons to come are who have we got? Gabriel Janssen from Brazil and Lucas Toledo from Argentina. So we've got the South Americans coming together, which is nice. So here comes Gabriel Janssen from Brazil. Hooray! Well done.
Thanks so much.
Okay, there you go.
Gabriel,
Oh no, that's when you get to go.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Brilliant. Well done. This way. Lucas, the South Americans arrived together.
Where's my name?
Your name is here. Well done. Okay. Here comes till Poland. Michal. Here you go, Michal Radicki from Poland. Well done. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not trying running through the river.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay. So, Team Poland is here. Sorry, and we're so wet. And it's just getting more wetter and wetter. This is the most miserable start we've ever had to an X-Pyr. It's dismal. It really is. I really feel for the athletes. It's just awful. So now we're waiting for Mael Bagley. So we've not, let me just have a quick count up. We've got half of them here. So here's Mael. Hello.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Your Mael? There. We haven't forgotten you. Well done.
Bye.
So now we've definitely already got half of them. God, he's running. They're super fit, these guys. It's incredible. Yeah, so this is literally the most miserable start we've ever had. I mean, most people didn't come to Spain and France for this. It's going to get better. And we have shortened the route because of this day. So there's nothing we can do about the weather. There's something we can do about what we ask our athletes to do. And so we've asked them to go 100 kilometres shorter. Optimised route, obviously that's not the actual kilometres that they go. We're halfway up. We're going to keep going because obviously it's everybody's made the same effort. It's a crazy hike up. The guys are getting lost occasionally because it's thick fog. I mean, we're standing in the cloud. You can probably see the drizzle passing the camera. I have to help the athletes open the pen because they're literally freezing. I mean, hoping. Well, and their vans are nowhere near because the only way you can get up here is by 4x4. So to get to their van to dry off and get warm, they're going to have to hike back down. So today it really is a punishment day. It's not what we intend at this race. Our idea is that it's fun and they get to fly, but sometimes this is just what it is. So I'm glad for my 3 layers of jackets. I haven't been this cold since the middle of winter. I live in Spain. So now we've got our first Spanish contender, David Ferrer, from Valencia. So that will cause great excitement here. You'll hear the cheer rising of the first Spanish contender to come. And then we've got our first African contender. We've never had anybody from the African continent before, but South African Ben Hodgson is going to be coming, supported by sister Megan. And so...
Can I say this is the X-Pyr?
This is Inigo Redin.
Hello.
It's his fault. All of this is his fault. How are you feeling?
No, I'm really excited and wet.
And cold.
And wet. No, cold, not yet. But later, maybe.
I've got 3 layers on.
Yes.
I'm wearing the winter coat that I normally wear.
Only? Oh, no. You're not prepared for the X-Pyr. You need to get prepared for this kind of races. This kind of races need... Oh, there are somebody coming.
Okay, right. Somebody else coming. We'll go back to our interview in a minute. Oh, no. He's from Poland. He's just going to go and get a cup of tea. Inigo, you shortened the race, and I was talking to people about it this morning, and they seem pretty happy about it. You think it's going to get us some people in to go?
Yes, why not? That's why we have changed the route.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope. So,
yeah.
It's better for us, better for them, better for all the public, and I think so.
And what's your prediction for the weather for the next few days?
Okay, tomorrow should be flyable. Maybe not at the beginning of the day, but later, yes. On Tuesday is going to be a good day, good weather, and probably they will cover a long distance. Wednesday could be a good day also, but it could be a bit stormy. Better now.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here. Could be a bit stormy, and Thursdays could be also. But the problem is that it's very... it's not predictable because it's really
unstable.
Unstable. It's like a spring. These typical spring days. I know we are not on spring, but these days are common days on spring here. Yes.
It's weird, isn't it? Because when we were talking in the build-up to this, months ago, we were saying, that with the drought in Catalonia, and if it's hot, it might get quite turbulent and things, and it's just not turning out like that at all this week.
No, it's clear. Maybe but at the middle of the week, yes, 30 degrees are possible. Not in the north face of the Pyrenees, but the south, yes, probably yes.
But I think the majority of people are going to go south now. It makes more sense between Turn Point.
Yes.
What is now?
The tricky part is when you cross from the north side to the south side.
Yeah.
That's the one interesting part of these days.
Yeah.
For these days, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think it's enough. For me now.
Yes, our audience at home. He's had enough of you.
Okay. Thank you for following us and keep following, please.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay. Race director Inigo Redin. I'm going to put my hood back up. Okay. Here comes our next but this is not who I was expecting. It's Malo Richards, our youngest competitor. Well done, well done. Let me find you.
Just here.
Yes, here. I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
Fantastic effort.
Thank you very much.
Our youngest competitor from France, Malo Richard, only 21 years old. His first big hike and fly competition. Oops, sorry, I thought the board was going to blow away there. And here comes David Ferre, our first Spanish contender. Aquí, aquí. No.
¿Qué tal?
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
¿Qué tal tú?
Bueno, ¿qué te gusta?
Vale, mira.
estoy yo?
Sí, David Ferre.
Ah, yeah. Vamos.
Muy bien.
¿Nos vamos ya?
Sí, allá. Okay, that was our first Spanish contender, David Ferre. And here comes our first African contender, Ben Hudson. Yay. Ben, well done. Excellent work. Here you go. And you're here. Fantastic
Amazing.
effort.
Thank you
Well,
so
good. Well done. That was cheers from the crowd. That was Ben Hodgson from South Africa. Lives in Switzerland, so he flies a lot in the Alps. So he hasn't come here from South Africa. His sister's an ultramarathon runner, and she does big horseback tours in Kenya. She's an elite athlete as well. So we're, let me just have a quick count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. We're more than halfway. If I can just remind you of the first 4, we had Pierre-Ami. I can't remember the first 3. So, again, greetings from a miserable day. Okay. El orden. De 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to try and bring you the order of the top 5, the first 5 arrivals, in a minute. First was Pierre-Ami, and I'll try and give you the top 5 in a minute. But next to come is Sebrand. So it, okay. Sorry, I'm just getting really rained on. I'm just standing here. There's a big gust coming through, and it's blowing into our little tent here. I would love to show you a picture of our camera woman who's inside a bin bag with the camera. Her head and the camera are inside a bin bag because it is miserable here. It's the worst beginning of an X-Pyr we've ever had. So the next person we think is going to arrive is Sebrand. Originally Dutch, but grew up in Kentucky. Sounds very American. So he's won his first hike and fly race that he ever did in the Owens Valley, which is famous for how turbulent and crazy it is. When I first started flying 30 years ago in hang gliders, nobody in their right mind would have flown a paraglider in the Owens Valley, and it just goes to show how much the technology's improved. Okay, so we're waiting for the next arrival. We're more than halfway through. If you see any gaps on the sign-in board, it's because not every this sign-in board was printed before we had all the withdrawals. We had 5 withdrawals in 24 hours a few days ago, and so some of the people that you can see on here are not actually going to be coming. They're not part of the race anymore. Paltakas is still on here. Remy Bordel is still on here. Louis Couchot. Who else have we got that's not actually going to be coming? I can't. Yeah, we caught a few of them before they had to withdraw, but not everybody here is going to be coming. So as we wait for the so the next competitor still needs to do 50 meters of altitude. So, we're going to get Zebrand and then Patrick Collard, who is the Canadian who flies for the Swiss, or in the Swiss League. He lives in Zurich. Very proud that he lives in Switzerland. So we're waiting for them to arrive. So, lots of people. Sorry, I'm not talking because I'm really cold. I'm really wet. I'm standing here in France. Okay, so here comes Zebrand. It's just approaching. I believe you're looking at the rain and the misery that they're having to trudge through. So I think Zebrand's a bit more used to warm weather. Mind you, so are all of us. Here he comes. He's in a shirt. He's not even in a jacket. Oh my God. Now, Zebrand's got COVID, so I'm not going to get too close because I don't want to get it. Zebrand, well done. I'll still keep my distance. Here.
I'm feeling much better.
Good. You're
At the
here.
bottom somewhere.
Yeah. So let me just hold it for you.
Perfect.
Well done. Fantastic
Thanks so much.
effort.
And we keep going.
Yeah, that way. So Zebrand, originally from Netherlands, just giving us a wave. I haven't actually seen his face yet. He's always been covered with a mask because he's got COVID. But obviously he can't run with a mask. That would be ridiculous. But he's actually on the mend. He's feeling better already today. So now we're waiting for the Canadian-Swiss team, Patrick Collard. The French-Canadian team have got 2 women supporters and they've just arrived. They've run up to the top of the hill and they're going right to the top. They're not, well, we might see them down here. Fantastic effort. Yep, need a few selfies. Well done. It's really good to see the supporters coming up here as well. If we can give them a wave, we will. Okay. So in this cold and miserable start to the X-Pyr 2024, it can only get better, and it will get better. If you only just joined us, you'll not know that the weather forecast is getting a lot better. Tuesday could be a really good day. Wednesday looks pretty good as well. Thursday might be stormy. So it just depends on where on the coastline they are. If they've made it to Catalonia, I believe that the weather well, it depends on where in Catalonia. I think in the High Pyrenees there's going to be some potentially stormy weather around the Castellón-de-Sos area, but we've eliminated turn point 5. So the Val de Tres Seigneurs is no longer a turn point. We've made the radiuses around turn point 3 and 4 bigger so that they do a tiny X now rather than a bigger one. We've taken 100 kilometres off the optimised route, and they don't have to cross the Pyrenees twice. They only have to do it once. Now, whether they'll choose to do it again, we think that the optimal route is to the south. That's where the weather's going to be better and it's just easier. So we think that a lot of the pilots will cross from here into the south and go along the southern mountain range because it's just easier. So they'll pass along towards Ainsa and then cross back up into France. So you sort of cross where it's easier, go along the southern highway that we, as we call it, cross back into France, tag the turn point, and then go from there. The only problem with the route that we have now is that they've got to negotiate quite a bit of airspace. So the next one should be coming. If you can see how miserable the weather is from the footage that we're showing you. Yeah, umbrellas everywhere, but the wettest ones are the athletes that are arriving. I mean, they're smiling because they're here and they've done the worst bit of the race, literally the worst bit. It's not going to get any worse than this. So we're waiting for the next one. Thibaut Fogli, the Belgian competitor. Hello. I know, it's awful, isn't it? Right.
Belgian weather
in France.
Oh, no.
It's not in Spain, it's in France.
Anika.
Well done. Okay. So Belgian team are here. So all the Belgians are here, they've all made it. So we're waiting for the next athlete. I'm not entirely sure anymore who it is. I'm getting fed this information. So, okay, so we should be having Jared. I'm a little bit confused because I think some people are getting lost in the fog and are, trying to orientate themselves to get here. As you can see, it's wet and miserable. It's awful weather. It's due to get better, I hope. Can't get any worse. Our poor camera woman is standing there with a bag over her head to be able to listen to the instructions that she's getting for the live feed. What a day. What a day. It's just... It's unimaginable that it's so bad, and we didn't expect it to be this bad, to be fair. But I mean, we're at 900 and something meters, we're in cloud, it's windy and it's rainy, and here comes the next one. Here comes Jared from the US. Jared, this way. Hi Jared, well done. From Colorado. There you go. Fantastic. Well done. So, Jared from Colorado. Oh! Hello!
Hello.
Well done.
Where am I?
You are here. Patrick Harvey Colland. Canadian goose, but living in Switzerland. Oh, don't sign for the final one. You're not there yet. You've got another one to go.
Okay.
Well done.
Cheers, guys. Good weather.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't come to France for this, did you?
Yeah, that was the plan all along. We knew what to expect, from the last edition, so we came ready. Yeah.
So you want one with the sign-in board?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Well done.
Let's get moving.
Yeah. You've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Right, Florian, Sarah?
Yes.
In this one here?
Yeah.
Brilliant, well done. Oops. Hello, William. How are you doing? Right, William, you're right at the bottom. So you're going to have to bend down as well. Well done. Okay, we're nearly done. Oh, here comes Team Turkey. Barry Selig from Turkey. Team Turkey's here, up here. There you go. Woo! Well done. Okay, I'm having to put my foot on the signboard so it doesn't blow away. So a few more to go. It's miserable weather, absolutely miserable. So the next to arrive is Adrian Pociu from Romania, our only Romanian team. Sorry, I'm moving to keep warm. It's cold and wet and miserable. So,
Hello again.
hello again.
What can I say now?
Do you have any drier?
No, I'm the same. I'm so wet than 5 minutes ago. So that is a hard day, no? Today for all the teams. No, but not until now. But the rest of the day should be exactly the same.
Yeah, it's not going to stop.
Yeah, no. But some teams have stopped here at the bar, but others not. They decided to just come without changing the clothes, and this is strange. For example, Maxime Pinot stopped here, then he changed the clothes, and it's an interesting fact, no?
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, saying, there's no rush today, really, because it's not like
But they are in a race.
No, I don't. I didn't mean it like it's not like they can fly, so they try to get to the takeoff as fast as possible to get in the air. Today it's just running and walking. So
But this kind of races. One of the most important things on this kind of races is to be at the exact place at the exact moment.
Yes, yeah,
so if you are fast, you have more possibilities for that, usually. But who knows? Let's see. There are another pilot coming? No. They are leaving. Some pilots leaving the restaurant. So I think they try to be as far as possible from the start of the race, because they know that the weather is better when you go more to the east.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's it. Let's see. Sometimes it's different because maybe for the last part of the race the weather could change, but not for the first part. But usually it doesn't happen.
No.
I don't know why, but usually the first on the race are the best. The luckiest with the weather, but it's not a matter of luckiest.
No.
Of luck.
No, I mean last year it was pretty miserable up here. It wasn't the nice hot sunshine that we're used to, but today is the worst start of any X-Pyr.
No, not the worst any experience, because the first one you wasn't here.
No, I wasn't.
It was similar to this.
Ah, okay.
Quite similar to this, yes.
So what I've been
The main difference was that the restaurant was closed. But today is open, so it's much better
Okay.
today.
So basically what I've been saying all along is it's not the worst ever, it's the worst in my memory.
Yes, maybe, but it's part of the race. We know that this could happen, and yeah, we like good weather. We are like the sun, but we are in Basque Country, so this is common.
We're in France. You know, you expect this kind of bad weather in France, don't you? Not in Spain.
Today, yes, but the next day is not.
Only joking.
Okay, sorry. I didn't take the
You've been under a lot of pressure these last few days, especially with having to make last-minute changes and.
Yeah, the change of the route was something that we were expecting, or we planned, but finally we couldn't plan exactly which route or which change because we had to wait until the weather forecast.
Yeah.
And we took our time to check the weather forecast. Finally, not only me, with more people, Fabian Umbricht, Manu, and other pilots, were checking the weather and the possible options for the route. And yes, it was the best option.
Yep.
So there one pilot coming, so I leave.
Okay. It's Adrian. Portio. Hello, Adrian. Well done.
Danke.
Here, you're number one. I'll hold it for you. Well done.
Muchas gracias.
De nada. This
So now we are flying.
Yeah. Enjoy. Yep.
That way to the beach. Good job.
Okay. Okay. So the next one to come is our oldest competitor. So we had our youngest competitor earlier, but this time we've got our oldest competitor, Serge Durand, also known as Christian, but he's commonly known as Serge. He's 54 years old. He's our oldest competitor, super fit, lives in Austria, although he's Australian, X-Fighter pilot, and should be here in a few minutes. So, the spectators are getting fewer and fewer. More people are going inside the bar because it's just so wet here. I mean, we've mounted this gazebo so that we can have a bit of protection. Here he comes. Here's Serge Durand. So, this way. Serge, well done.
Hey, Judith.
Fantastic.
What number are we? Not doing too well.
Here.
I lost my support.
No, you need this one's. So here you are.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Well done. See you later. See you at the beach. Okay, I think Serge is going into the bar as well to dry off. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, he's taking his harness off, so he's going to have a rest. And okay. So I think that's that's all of the ones that we've got here, or all of the ones that we're going to be getting. So I think we're going to call off from here and stop our live broadcast and see you again when the weather's a little bit better. There's an evening update in Spanish by Martin Iniguez, and I'll be doing one with Ali Andrews, ex-competitor, so tune in at 8 o'clock this evening for the English version. Bye-bye for now.